Hi guys, excuse me, eating my lunch. What's going on? Coming on very late for live because I had lots of calls this morning. No one's here. Mother of Three Kings is here. Jessica's here. Sandy's here. Hi guys, sorry I'm coming on so late. And excuse me, eating my lunch. Hi guys, hi Pamela, hi Icy. Hi everyone. Finally, I'm not sleeping. Oh, what do you mean you're not sleeping? Oh, you mean you're staying up to watch? Hi Button 1967. Excuse me guys, eating my lunch. What's going on guys? It's lunchtime here. I've just got off the back of 3 calls. I affirmed all money owed to me paid. Today I got $100 from a friend who has owed me for over a year. Oh, did you, darling? I love it. Wonderful. Neville's got a really famous story about that. There was a guy that owed him money for a really long time and his wife got really fed up one day and said, why don't you tell him? And he was like, no. I just imagine he gives me the money. And one day they went out for dinner and he never said anything. The guy never said anything. And like a couple of weeks later, he gave him the thousands of dollars back. And he just looked at the wife like, told you. 12 a.m. EST. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. I had 3 back-to-back calls today. Well, I had a little bit in between. But I was I'm eating chicken and cheese and what do you call it? Peppers. Peppers and dip. Guacamole. Hi, guys. Hi, Mary. How's it going with that SP? Do you recommend any books for self-concept? Well, I'm actually bringing out a course soon, guys, so that. But for self-concept, can't really think of anything other than listening to Neville, reading Neville. Really, childhood stuff to get into your childhood issues. I don't know if I've read much that really discusses that. It's just kind of stuff I've learned through therapy, really. I'm not basing a lot of what I talk about on any kind of literary, like manifesting stuff, yes, but the childhood issue stuff, no. I'm so nervous. What do I affirm to make the chat go well? Oh, what are you worried about, Jill? I've been affirming that my SP is my boyfriend, etc., and he messaged me saying he wants to talk. Oh, how's he, Adele? Lovely. Well, don't be nervous. Just think, well, he should be nervous. Talk to me. He's so nervous. If I'm nervous, he's 10 times more nervous. He's so nervous to talk to me. He's been thinking about me this whole time. He's so fucking obsessed with me. I'm in my queen energy, and he's fucking nervous. Look at that. Watching you is part of my bedtime routine. Oh, is it, Mary? Hello, Loz. I'm new here, but I heard about you from a friend. Oh, did you, darling? Luna Divina. Luna Divina. Oh, thank you, darling. Hey, Brienne. Love your work. How to manifest away a narcissistic ex. Well, just imagine they're not in your reality anymore. He doesn't bother me anymore. She doesn't bother me anymore. They're not even in my reality anymore. They don't even show up in my reality anymore. I don't have any interactions with anybody I don't want to see. Start saying that, darling, and they'll just disappear if they're hanging around you and being a pain in the ass. Just say that. I'm having Thai lunch while watching. Oh! Thai lunch. I'd love to have a Thai lunch. Problem with a Thai lunch, it's got so much bloody rice and noodles and shit. I have to have a Thai salad. I can't eat the carbs. The more I work on my self-concept, I'm worrying less about what my SP is doing. Exactly, darling. Exactly. Hi from Montana. Oh! I manifested 2K. Now I wish there was less blockages for SP, lol. Oh, well, darling, just say I manifest love as easily as I manifest cash. Start saying that. Any questions, guys? Going to see Bruno Mars in Vegas. Affirming SP will be there with me. Oh, wonderful, darling. How cool. Been sleeping with my ex's best friend. I honestly don't know what I want, but I'm having fun. I love that. Good on ya. Good on you, Alana. Have fun, darling. Loz, is it bad if I imagine running into SP in public, like the store, a bar, etc., just for fun? No, you can do that, darling, of course. You want to imagine that too. I was anxious today and my manifestation buddy from the Facebook group kept me from spiraling. Oh, good. Now, there's something I have to talk about that. Lucky you brought it up. Okay. I've had 3 calls this morning, all second calls with people. Been wonderful. A couple of times when I've spoken to people on second calls, or some people on first calls, it's come to my attention about the chat groups you guys are in. And it's wonderful that you form the chat groups. But I need to specify something which I didn't go into when I was talking about the bullying aspect that I brought up last time. I don't want any bullying and I don't want anyone victim shaming anybody, because there were 2 things going on in 2 different chat groups where somebody was victim shaming, the other person was bullying them at the same time in both scenarios, and I didn't like it. Okay? Now, well, that's what it seemed to me when I read it, when I got shown the chat. Okay? Now, what I want to say is this. The chat groups are for support. They're not for venting. If you guys are going in there and venting about the 3D, venting about your circumstances, uploading all your emotional crap onto the people in there, that's not what support groups are for. You're meant to be getting support. You're not meant to be using it as validation for your shitty feelings, uploading all your shitty self-concept feelings that's still going on with you into the group, because what you'll do is you'll spiral and everyone else gets affected in the group. And it's not their job to bring you up every time. If there's someone in your group who's constantly going into the group and venting, constantly going into the group and spiraling a lot, and not actually working on their self-concept, I need you to call them out on it, because I think they're mistaking. I think some of you are mistaking what I say when I say it's okay to have a cry. Cry. I don't mean getting in the group chat every week and on the daily or every couple of days having a spiral, having a meltdown and expecting everyone to pick up the pieces for you. That's not what the group is for. And venting over and over again and talking about your circumstances over and over again and reiterating the story over and over and over again that's old and that you're trying to get rid of is going to fuck your manifestation up. A lot of you are doing this and going in the group and thinking, oh, because Loz says you can be sad, because Loz says you don't have to be positive all day, I'm going to sit here and vent. I'm going to sit here and talk about my circumstances. I'm going to sit here and crap on about what's happening in the 3D and how he hasn't shown up yet. Do you want your manifestation? Because if you want it, I wouldn't be fucking doing that. That's not what I advise to do. Have a cry. Have a moment. And try to self-soothe. Self-soothe. You shouldn't need everyone else to be picking you up. And if you do, guys, I would seriously assess what happened in your childhood where you need constant validation in the 3D from people, constant love and attention now because you didn't get it when you were a kid. That's what you need to be affirming against. I am loved and wanted. I get all the support I need. Everyone does everything to make me happy. I am so chosen. I am so wanted. But you can't expect the support group to do that for you. And if you are literally going to fuck up your manifestation by venting constantly and spiraling constantly. I'm saying this because A, it's not fair on the people in the group, and B, it's not what's going to help you get your manifestation. In fact, it's going to do the complete fucking opposite. Yes, have a moment. Yes, have a cry. And if you're having a bad day in the group, fine. But don't allow it to spiral out of control where everyone's picking you up. Okay? And you're doing it on a consistent basis. Okay, do it once. Great. But don't go in there every week and vent, guys. That's not what it's for. And if you're using it for that, you're literally fucking your manifestation up because you're living in the old story. You're living in the past and you're venting about it. You're focusing on the obstacle and not on the solution. Got it? Sorry, guys. I just had to say that because I don't know what's going on with these chat groups because I'm not involved in any of them, but some of you are using this as a venting mechanism, and that's not what they're meant to be. Reading venting stories can be very triggering, and yes, it's triggering other people. You've got to not be selfish, guys. There's a lot of you needing fucking validation from other people, and you've got to really assess that. It's got nothing to do with the people in your group. That's to do with your shitty self-concept, that you need everyone else to validate you all the time. Oh, I'm feeling down. Someone bring me up. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, bitch, why don't you work on your self-concept like the rest of us are doing and stop triggering me? Spiraler, yes. Don't be a spiraler. Please. I had a group, but there was a daily spiral, so now I just have a buddy. Yes, guys, sometimes too many people in the group is not a good idea. That's what I keep saying to you. Stop having so many people in the group. It's too overwhelming, and the people who are admin can't control it. And then you've got fuckwits going in there and spiraling every day and bringing everyone down, and that's not the point of the group. That's how you got in the shitty situation with your SP in the first place. If you're a person who yelled and screamed at your SP and fought, and you're fighting in groups, if you're a person who spiraled with your SP and was emotional all the time and needed validation from him, if you're a person who constantly cried and couldn't express their emotions properly and just cried and cried and cried and you're doing it in the group, are you working on your self-concept or are you just doing the same shit you were doing in your SP? I ask you. Yeah, spiraling can be so hard to stop once it starts. It's ridiculous. Yes, guys. And when it starts, it's like a fucking tornado and it brings in everyone else. So if you start spiraling in the group, your tornado sucks in everyone else. And then you're sucking in all your group and being a succubus of all their good energy. You're sapping them of their good energy. Oh, thanks, guys. I feel so much better now. In the meanwhile, you brought everyone else down. That's fucking selfish. Don't do that. Just called out a bunch of people. Guys, listen, I never recommended you guys doing chat groups. You guys did that all of your own volition. You've got to understand, if you create one, you've got to admin them. And if you can't admin them, get out. And if people are spiraling, mute them or get out. Because I don't want you guys undoing all your good work because of some fuckwits in your chat group thinking that it's for spiraling, thinking it's for venting. It's not. If you're going to do that, you're going to fuck your manifestation up and everyone else's. Stop doing that. So hear it from me now. If anyone goes in your chat group and says, oh, but it's okay to vent, Loz says it is. No, I don't. If someone says, but Loz says it's all right if we talk about this and blah, 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 and gets the support from each other. No, I don't. No old story. If you're going in there and talking about your circumstances in the 3D a lot, don't do that. I don't recommend any of that. So don't use me and say, I said that. I did not. Loz, what's the best way to establish boundaries? I've had trouble with this in general. Darling, you're not setting boundaries because you're self-concept. You can set boundaries all fucking day out loud in 3D, but it's what you're thinking while you're setting the boundary that matters. I'm fearful of setting this boundary. I'm fearful of how you're going to react, so I'm going to set the boundary, but I'm so worried you're not going to listen. I'm setting this boundary, but I know you're going to overstep it because I'm an overgiver and everyone takes from me. Take, and you're a taker, and I know you're going to take even though I'm setting the boundary. You can set boundaries all fucking day. It doesn't make any difference, darling. You've got to work on your shitty self-concept that's causing you to feel like you have to set a boundary because people walk all over you. Are you an overgiver? Are you giving to get love? Are you doing things for people to love you? Are you not feeling good in yourself and so you do things to make yourself feel better? Feel more validated by people? Assess that. That's why you're needing to set the boundary because people are walking all over you. People are treating you badly because you don't expect to be treated well. Affirm for your self-concept. Setting boundaries won't do anything. Anything. Literally won't do a thing. In Australia is a good place to visit. Yes, it's a wonderful place to visit. Can you go into more detail about self-concept and manifesting money? Yes, guys. What is your concept of money? What are your thoughts from childhood about money? What did your parents just say? Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. You've got to work hard to make money. You've got to have a plan B. Can't do what you love. No. Don't do that. Oh, careful with that. That was really expensive. What did your parents used to say about money? What did your caregivers used to say? What was your experience of money? Were you poor? Did your parents always lose money? Did you always have to save? Were you never given the amount of presents you wanted at Christmas? Whatever the story is, get rid of that shit. That's your concept of money. And your concept of money now as an adult will be eternally tied up in that if you don't change it. I am a money magnet. I can afford anything I want. I am steeped in wealth at all times. My past does not define me. What happened to my parents doesn't happen to me. Okay? Can you explain treading in the wine press? Okay, so treading in the wine press is what Neville calls like cause and effect when you don't realise that you were thinking about it before and then something happened now. So say you get robbed and you think it was out of the blue, but at one point you were scared about getting robbed. Or your SP cheats and you say, I never thought he was a cheater, but your dad was a cheat and you always had thoughts that men cheat, men can't be trusted, men aren't loyal. You might not have thought that about this particular guy, but you thought it about men before. Okay, it's treading in the wine press, something you've forgotten you said. It's like someone standing on the grapes and squashing the grapes, and eventually at the end of the conveyor belt or whatever the system of the making the wine, there's wine. But somewhere someone was standing on the grapes and squashing them. When were you standing on the grapes? That's what he's talking about. Currently reading Feeling is a Secret. Good stuff. Yay, service free. I'm a Rich Bitch. That's a wonderful one. I'm a Rich Bitch. Fantastic. Get Rich Lucky Bitch is a manifestation book about money. A friend of mine read it. Thinks it's quite good. I haven't read it. Loz, what are you eating? Sorry, guys. I'm starving. Chicken and cheese and peppers with guac. Because I don't eat breakfast, guys. So when it gets to lunchtime, I'm starving. Sorry about my chewing. Brody, we don't have an endless money tap. We have to turn the tap off at a certain point. Oh, is that what you used to hear? We don't have an endless money tap. Jesus. Your parents talking about taps instead of trees. They're poets. Do you recommend we don't script running into SP in a specific way? Well, that's the how. But you can if you want. Look, guys. I'm not going to give you rules, but all I'm saying is that's the how. Why don't you just live in the end of your mind together? Why do you need to script how you're going to meet? Could be completely different than that. How can you undo standing on the great concept you just mentioned? Well, what was I thinking before that caused this? Oh, shit. Well, what thoughts do I have I'm harboring in relationships that aren't serving me? Look back at your relationships and think, well, what failed about it? What was I doing? What fearful thoughts was I having? Oh, yeah, I think men cheat. I think relationships never work out for me. I think men can't be trusted. I think no one wants me. I think I'm not good enough. I'm constantly criticizing myself in the relationship, talking about my weight, talking about not being pretty, comparing myself to other girls. What have I always done? Oh, I was always treading in the wine press, and then every single relationship has gone the same way. It's not the guy, it's me. What's happened with money? Oh, I got money, then I lost it. Got money, then I lost it. Or got a job and then didn't like it. Got a job and then didn't like it. What am I doing each time in those scenarios? Think about it. Silly question. How do we draw the line between not reacting and letting SP disrespect us? Darling, you can just step away from them disrespecting you. If you feel like they're disrespecting you, just go, I don't appreciate the way you're speaking to me right now. I'm going to go, okay? And leave. You can verbalize what you're feeling, guys. That's okay. I don't feel good being spoken to like this. It feels awful. I'm going to remove myself for a while. Take care, okay? Guys, you can verbalize what you're feeling. That's no problem. But to say, I need to be respected. You should be respecting me. That's not verbalizing your feelings. I'm talking about, I feel this kind of way. Then you remove yourself. Get in feminine energy. Express your feelings. Then remove yourself. Don't create drama. You're doing this. You're doing that. Blame, blame, blame. I want this, I want that, I'm a queen. No one in their right mind in their whole life has ever said, I'm a queen, I should be treated like a queen to the guy's face, and the guy did it. You don't need to tell them. You need to respect me. Oh, do I? Fuck off, bitch. Just in the statement of you saying you need to respect me, you have the assumption that he doesn't respect you. Therefore, saying out loud you need to respect me is the complete opposite of what you're saying. Because you feel the need to say it. Like when you say, where do we stand? What do you think we are to each other? What do you think of me? Do you like me? Just in the very statement is your fear that they don't like you, the fear that it's not going anywhere, the fear that they don't choose you, and therefore you should never say it. Understand? Thank you, get it, good. Verbalizing feelings, ignoring 3D is confusing sometimes. That helps. Yes, guys, you can verbalize your feelings. There's nothing wrong with that, but you've got to do it from a place of, I can verbalize these feelings, and he doesn't care. He loves me anyway. He loves it when I get emotional. He loves it when I show him my feelings. He loves it. He loves every little thing about me. He loves it when I express myself. He loves me. Not, I'm saying this from fear. Facts, yes. Loz, I was fantasizing about some guy. Then days after, I heard he's coming on our photo shoot. Oh, I see. Saucy. If you said something in the 3D, can you undo it with your thoughts and self-concept? Yes, guys. Go back and revise it. Go back and revise what you said. Imagine you said something completely different. They said something completely different. The whole situation was completely different. Just imagine it the way you wish it went. Okay, that's called revision. Go and watch my videos on revision in the Facebook group. Just put in revision in the search bar or look up the ones that say revision part 1 and part 2 on my TikTok. Loz, I'm new here and I have a question. So, if self-concept works and SP isn't on the pedestal, what will happen? So, if self-concept works and SP isn't on the pedestal, what will happen? What will happen what? Then they'll be back. Or if you're with them, it'll go well. So the whole point is work on your self-concept, put yourself on the pedestal, and then they'll treat you better. They'll think, oh my God, she's the prize. Why did I lose her? What an idiot. I fucked up. I better go and ring her up. I better go and get her back before someone else snaps her up. Or if you're with them already, they'll start treating you like gold. Got it? Thank you. And thank you for not screaming at me. I'm interacting with 3D means nothing. Then why do we affirm in 3D? Isn't there a better way? If what? If interacting with 3D means nothing, then why do we affirm in 3D? Isn't there a better way? How are you affirming in the 3D? You're affirming in your mind. You understand this is the 4th dimension? This is the 3rd dimension. You're doing it in your mind, guys. If you're saying it out loud, yeah, sure, you're doing it out loud in 3D, but you're thinking at the same time. You're doing everything in your mind. I don't tell anybody to do anything in 3D. You've misunderstood me completely. I don't tell anyone to affirm in the 3D. I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about writing it down, that's not what I recommend. You've been watching some fuckwits talking about writing. I say think it. That's the 4th dimension. Got it? You're not doing anything in 3D, guys. So walking around living in the end of being so well off that I don't need to work is a good way? Yes, absolutely. I heard a very specific love song today that I hadn't heard in ages. Felt like a bird before that. Oh, wonderful. Can I manifest winning the lottery? Guys, if you think so, if you think that's the way to get money, I don't think that's the way to get money. But if you believe that's the only way for you to get money, gambling, then that'll be true for you. I don't believe that. I say money comes to me in unexpected ways from unexpected sources. I have money raining down on me all fucking day. I don't need the lottery. But if you want to win the lottery, step into the state of winner every time you buy a ticket. Thank you. Makes sense. Affirming the mind, so you don't recommend scripting. Look, you can script, but it's got to be thinking. That's not affirming. I don't recommend anyone affirm by scripting. Affirming is a new thought. I am loved. He loves me. That's not scripting. Scripting is, we had the most beautiful day today. Our honeymoon was bliss. Bora Bora has got the most beautiful crystal clear blue water. We sat on the beach and that's scripting. A story. That's not affirming. I don't tell anyone to write down affirmations except for the one time I told them to them on the phone so they'll remember them once. No one should be writing affirmations. If any fuckwit on here is teaching you to do that, they are a fucking moron. And they are literally parroting back every single other teaching by every single other fuckwit on here who's never read anything about manifestation, never studied anything about manifestation, doesn't understand that it's simply neural pathways forming in your brain, cognitive reprogramming. What the fuck has writing an affirmation down got to do with cognitively reprogramming your mind with a new neural pathway that is new thinking? Writing won't do that for you. God damn it. Sorry, now I'm losing my shit. I had to finish my dinner. What do you want? You want to sit up here? Well, go on then. Come on. Come on, Sarah. Come up here. My cat wants to jump up. Have some chicken. Come up here and have some chicken. Oh, you want some chicken? Look. Sappy, look. Delicious. I think writing just helps people. What? I think writing just helps people think their affirmations clearly sometimes. Oh, look, guys, do that if it helps you. But I don't want you to do it in that 369 kind of bullshit way. And look, scripting a story, scripting a diary entry absolutely works. Do that like a story. Look at what Sarah did in the group today. She scripted exactly what she wanted her SP to do and he did it. And then she found it a week later and went, oh my God, I scripted that. He came into work to talk about me and spoke to my colleagues. And my colleagues told him how amazing I was. Written down. It's a success story in the group. Is the cat okay from lamp falling on it? Well, I hope so. It was this lamp that I have during the lives. Oh, she seems okay. She loves the chicken. You all right, darling? I hope it didn't hit her. I hope she got out of the way in time, but I don't think she did. Oh, darling. Loz, can you explain why it's easier to manifest negative things than positive ones? It isn't, Mary. That's just your fucking belief, and you've got to get rid of that shit. But it could be because your negative thoughts are predominant. So the ones that are predominantly in your mind are the ones that manifest more because they're more dominant and predominant and more frequent. So you're literally manifesting what you dominantly habitually think. If you dominantly habitually think negatively, then more negative shit's going to happen. That's why anyone on here who's telling you, oh, you don't manifest negative thoughts is a fucking idiot. You manifest all your predominant thoughts. That's why it seems to you that negative is easier than positive or keeps happening more than the positive ones because you're not thinking positively more times in the day in your brain. You want this bit? Have that. Oh, God, I almost had my finger off. She was hyping me up. Haha. What are we talking about? Yes, Sarah is on fire, Lodge. She went into bed so happy. Oh, I'm sure she did. What a cool thing to find when you realise you've scripted it and then you find it. I did that with my car. It was the coolest thing. I did that with an ex-boyfriend as well once. I found the story of him and went, oh, shit, that was him. Never knew. Loz, what do you think about tarot reading? They're just reflecting your thinking, guys. I just did a video on this. It's on my TikTok. She's resilient. Yes, Sarah, resilient. Oh, you mean the cat. The cat, yes, the cat is resilient. The cat. Hang on. Oh, 50 new messages and I can't see them. Wait a second. Can you script a conversation in your mind? Yes, guys, do that. Script the conversation that you want to have with them. Absolutely. That's a great idea. In your mind or in your diary, in your journal. I do self-concept more than SP, and SP gets more distant when I do help. Steph, you just got this belief that they're getting more distant. That's your belief, so it's going to be true. Get rid of that. It's not true. What it probably is you've got a fear that if you affirm more for your SP, because I told you not to, and if you don't affirm for your SP because I told you not to, that you're afraid he's going to drift away. Oh, I'm afraid that if I don't do SP affirmations, he's probably going to drift away. How could this possibly work, me just doing self-concept? Loz must be wrong. This isn't going to work. He's going to drift away from me, and next minute he starts to drift away. Oh, that's right. I knew this was right. I knew he would drift away. Oh, fuck, Loz is an idiot. You doing that? I wonder how some really negative people manifest great things in their lives. How does that happen? Because they have a belief that great things happen to them even though they're a negative. See you next Tuesday. It's like people who don't love themselves but have great relationships. They believe that person loves them but they don't love themselves. Barely do SP affirmations, focusing on self-concept, and that's enough. Yes, guys. What are your thoughts on the pillow method? Seriously? You're going to write something down, are you, and stick it under your pillow, and you think that's going to work? Unless you're stuffing the piece of paper into your ear, and it's going in directly into your brain, and somehow forms a neural pathway in your brain. No. You are beautiful, and I love your energy. Oh, thank you, darling. New SP took care of me when I got hurt at work. Oh, did he love him? He sounds like a keeper, darling. Love it. I love a boy who takes care of you. Nothing better. If I'm no contact and working on subconcept and affirm for my SP, does he feel my energy? Yes, guys, that's how it works. They felt your energy while you were together, didn't they? They felt your energy while you were having shitty thoughts about them and what they were doing and how they didn't love you in the relationship, and then they left. How'd you do that? You didn't say it out loud, but they somehow left. So they felt that, whether you were in the room or on the other end of the phone or not even talking to them. There's no separation, guys. How many days we do 369 method? I don't believe in any of that crap, darling. You got the wrong channel. You need some fuckwit who's about 20 years old, never read a manifestation book in their lives, for copying everyone else's videos, who doesn't have a clue about manifesting, talking about that shit. 369 isn't a thing. Nikola Tesla, in his whole fucking life, never spoke about manifesting. It's a literal load of bullshit that some people on TikTok or the manifestation world made up. I'm sorry. I won't let this deter me, but I kind of want to avoid seeing him today in 3D to not react. Well, then don't see him today, darling. What books would you recommend? Anything by Neville Goddard, guys? Anything by Joseph Murphy or Florence Scovel Shinn? I second the beautiful comment and add, you are radiant, Loz. Oh, thank you so much. I just scrunched my hair because I just washed it. It's got that curl, that wavy thing going on, the curly girl method. But I'm affirming I've got wavy hair. I do tarot, and you're right. It's a tool that we can get your energy and putting. I can tell you what your energy you're putting out, so you can change. Yes, Sicey Witches, exactly. I'm glad you're being open about it. That's what you do. Wonderful. And then you're interpreting the card in your own way with your skill. That's what tarot readers do, and skilled tarot readers can interpret that card. I've heard more stupid ways of getting stuff on this TikTok. Pillow talk, geez. Oh, pillow talk. Honestly, fucking hell. What are your thoughts on the whisper method? I kind of like it. Yes, look, now the whisper method is kind of like in a conversation. Now, Neville actually never spoke about the whisper method. That was LOA World kind of talking about that. But Neville spoke about it as in saying to them what you wanted them to hear, okay? Like having a conversation with them in your mind and in a conversation, okay? Because he's saying you're having conversations all day with yourself. Now you can have them with them, But the whisper method is kind of doing it out loud. So imagining they're lying in bed with you and you're whispering in their ear. Imagine they're lying there. They're not there. And you're going, babe, you miss me all day long, don't you? You miss me when you're at work. You masturbate about me furiously all day, don't you? You can't stop thinking about me. You want to call me. And it sends out to them. It sends out to them in the same way that your thinking sends out to them. It's like you're whispering. You're using your visualization skills of imagining them there. Imagine them maybe sitting in a chair, staring out to space, and you're whispering, and they don't acknowledge you, but you're whispering. Okay, in any way you want to do it. It's a great way of like centering in your mind that you're talking to them. Because sometimes people think, oh, how am I sending this out? Like that question 4, how am I sending it out? How do they feel it? Well, imagine they're there, and then it will center your mind a bit more. Oh, no, he's actually hearing this because I can actually see him here now with me. Law of assumption works. He forgave me, contacted me, and loves me as I already assumed. Oh, wonderful, Lynette! Yay! Oh, he forgave me, contacted me, and loves me. Oh, wonderful, darling. That's great. Date with new guy tomorrow. Oh, Molly Williams took off SP age range as I got triggered if I saw him. Oh, wonderful. Lovely, Molly. Tell us more later. Mermaid vibes. What are we saying? Mermaid vibes. Oh, my hair. If a friend repeats affirmations about me and SP back to me randomly, is that birds for that? If anyone repeats your affirmations, guys, yes. Absolutely. That's movement. What are your thoughts on the whisper method? Oh, I did that one. Yeah, it's a very sexy way to do it. It is kind of like imagining they're in bed with you. Imagine they're not woken up yet in the morning. You're just whispering them to them. As if they were there and they haven't woken up yet. And they're like, oh, what? And you're like, nothing. I'm obsessed with her rants. She sets me back on track. They don't even know me. Lol, what are you talking about? What if we have negative thoughts about your SP? Is it enough to try and rewrite the thought right after? Yes, you can, guys, but not rewriting, rethinking, new thinking, not writing, new thinking, not writing. Think it. He hates you. He's never come back. Fuck off, bitch. I know exactly what's happening. And what's happening is he misses me. He loves me. And he'll be back any minute now. Have you heard of the law of assumption? If so, can you tell me more about it? That's all I talk about on here, darling. All I fucking talk about. Darling, if you're lost, go to the Facebook group. And that's all I talk about in every single live video. It's literally the law. I don't even believe in calling it law of assumption. It's literally what you assume most dominantly manifests. It's just how your subconscious mind works, okay? And the law of attraction isn't a thing. You're not attracting anything. It's a literal load of bullshit. All this is the law of your brain, the law of life, the law of how reality is created in your mind. If you're really lost, go to a set of videos, a series called How to Manifest Properly. If any of you have come from LOA and you're hella lost and all you've heard about is law of attraction and you don't know what this law of assumption thing is, which is really just thinking predominantly, okay, go to How to Manifest Properly in my TikTok. It's a 16-part video with a black heading. It's towards the bottom of my page. I'm wearing a pink top. It says How to Manifest Properly in black. Go and watch the whole series and you'll understand what law of assumption is, which is simply how your subconscious mind manifests everything in your reality simply by predominantly thinking about things. Okay? What's the Facebook group? It's called Subconscious Laws. Put a space in between if you're searching for it on Facebook, or the link is in my bio, guys. And I save every single one of these lives in there. You can watch them all back. You can ask questions in the Q&A forum. Don't send them to the main page. Put the questions in the forum. Oh, I could have posted the forum today. I've completely forgot to post it yesterday. I'm going to start imagining myself as the little angel on SP's shoulder whispering sweet nothings. Oh, I love that. So if I manifest I'm going to buy that business, it will happen. Yes, darling. So start affirming that you buy the business. Start affirming the business is yours already. I love my new business. I love owning that sweet shop on the corner of bloody blah and bloody blah. My sweet shop is thriving. Whatever it is, imagine you have it already. You keep my mind right. Oh, good time. I wish I could listen to you all day. Well, you can, guys. Just go to the Facebook group. Go to the videos section or media. There's over almost 200 videos in there. There's a Facebook Lives on Fridays. And then all my TikToks is about 200 videos. Just put them on a loop and watch them all day. In meditation group tonight, we talked about our boundaries and vulnerability. Oh, did you, Molly? Lovely. Being vulnerable and having boundaries. Yes, being vulnerable, but also having a boundary. You can do that. Loz, movement. SP texted a good bit on birthday. His birthday today, I texted him. So we are now pretty much back in contact. Oh, Trixie, wonderful. Oh, lovely, darling. Yes, sometimes birthdays are good for that. It's a little impetus to talk to each other. Sometimes it's completely fucks up and goes awry, but I'm glad yours didn't. That's wonderful. Wonderful, darling. I need Loz to make me the angel on my shoulder. I need Loz to be the angel on my shoulder. Oh, God, a shouty angel. You don't need that kind of shit. What steps should I do to get my ex to notice me during no contact? I don't want them to try and notice you, darling. I want you to send thoughts out to them that they love you, they want to be with you, they can't be without you, they're lost without you, they miss you like fuck. They want to be with you. That. Go and watch all the videos in my Facebook group. Guys, if you want your SP back and you're not understanding this about changing you to change them, go and watch number 25 and then number 41 about changing the old story. 25 is about working on your self-concept. 41 is about changing the old story about your breakup. He's like a horse with blinders on. I'm the only thing he sees. Yes, Hannah. Love your affirmations. We use telephone technique in our buddy group. Love it. Yes, telephone technique. Imagine someone telling you something on the phone. Imagine telling them something on the phone. Oh, he came back and he told me everything I wanted to hear. He told me he was sorry and that he forgives me for the way I went off my brain and acted like a crazy bitch. He never thought I was a crazy bitch. He loves me so much. He told me all of that. Can you believe it? Or them ringing you. I visualise, God, you can hear that dog snoring. Jesus Christ. I visualise my SP writing sweet birthday posts to me on social media. Oh, lovely, darling. It's my birthday. Oh, is it, darling? Happy birthday, Cody Blurton. Happy birthday. On my birthday last Wednesday, he texted me first at 6:30 a.m. His was today, so I wished him happy birthday. Oh, wonderful, darling. Wonderful. I think the most difficult manifestation is for weight loss. Everything else seems easy in comparison. Well, stop saying it's difficult, then it will be for you, darling. Hey, Loz, oh, hi, rock, paper, scissors, stiletto. Rock, paper, stiletto. Morning, Loz, 5:30 a.m. Oh, delighted I caught you on live. Holy shit, I'm about to go. My girlfriend and I went into sound therapy session and we spent the whole hour doing affirmations. Oh, what a lovely thing to do with sound therapy, lying there. And I went to a sound therapy thing once and it was and they suddenly turned the heating off. And halfway through, everyone started freezing to death and you couldn't concentrate anymore because you were lying on the floor freezing. And I was like, turn the heating back on, but no one could talk. So we're all just lying there dying in the freezing cold. You couldn't concentrate. I know the dog's snoring. Can you hear it? Hang on, guys. I'm scrolling up. Do you think affirming while SP is sleeping would let it sink into the subconscious faster? Yes. While they're lying next to you, affirm. When you wake up in the morning, affirm. When you're having sex, affirm. All right, guys, I've really got to go. Loz, what affirmations can I use for my abandoned trauma? My relationship ends, same, always because of this. Okay. I am so loved and wanted. I have always been chosen and wanted. No one would dare leave me. I'm too important to lose. I'm too special to lose. Start saying those things, darling. SP has been watching my stories, but still no direct contact. Don't worry, darling. Slowly, slowly catch your monkey. If someone is truly in love / content, can someone else's thoughts manipulate their behaviour? You're not manipulating the behaviour, guys. I don't know where you're getting this idea that it's manipulating. You're not manipulating. Please stop thinking that. Your thoughts reflect out and people reflect it back. That's simply what it is. If you think this is manipulation, you're not understanding what manifesting is at all, and that's why it's not working for you. You're not manipulating anybody, guys. They're reflecting what you think. Do you think they love you? They will eventually love you if you think it enough. If you think they don't love you, they won't. The end. Doesn't matter if there's a third party, other person, they're in love with someone else. Doesn't matter. It's not manipulation, guys. It's simply how the subconscious mind works. It reflects out, they reflect it back. What affirmations to make him leave the third party? Just what I just said. Reflect out your thinking. He loves me. He loves me. If he loves me, he can't be loving her, can he? Stop focusing on the bitch. Stop focusing on the third party. The way to get rid of them is to not focus on them. If you focus on the third party, they'll stay in your reality. I'm not sure if you answered already, but is it necessary to revise or can you accept old story? You can accept old story and be like, oh, well, you're dead to me. Here's the new story. You don't have to revise it if you don't want to. Can you explain when someone says there's a better for you or something better or something meant for you? I don't believe in any of that shit, darling. That's some LOA crap. That's some LOA teacher who doesn't understand how to teach you manifestation, so he's covering their ass by saying this or something better. Or if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. Hello, bitch. Aren't you a manifestation coach? Aren't you meant to be teaching me how to manifest? So if you can't teach me, you mustn't be much of a manifestation coach, can you? Because I can be, do, and have anything I want, apparently. So why can't you teach me? Why are you telling me it's not meant for me or this is something better? You must be a really fucking shit coach. Cover their ass, guys. All right, I'm really going to go. Please do follow me if you don't follow me already. I go live twice daily, morning time UK and nighttime US. I also go live in the Facebook group on Fridays, Subconscious Laws. The link's in my bio, or look for us on Facebook. It's a lovely supportive community in there. There's almost 2,500 people in there. There's a chat forum, a Q&A forum every Monday that's posted. You can post your questions in there. There's lots of success stories on the main page, and I save all these lives in there. And guys, I'm no longer taking coaching clients because I'm so busy and I'm trying to get the courses together. But if you do already have coaching booked, obviously you will be going ahead with the coaching with me. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.